when you can sit there and talk to people about cars that are going to drive themselves, right? Or I was watching the Disneyland documentary. I was on a long flight just watching a bunch of stuff, and I came across the Disneyland documentary a few weeks ago on Walt Disney. He was a nutcase. A nutcase. Because Steve Jobs, you can name Kanye West, by the way. Try talking to Kanye. But you know, it's I've like working with artists. It made me. I think I've developed this thing in myself where I'll come up with ideas that other people won't be able to get right away, and it's frustrating. Yeah. So when you go back to patience, you know, I've hired, you know, to run my company. I put a lot of practical people in place because I don't want my CFO and lawyers and those guys. I don't want them with wild ideas, right? I want them very practical. But me talking to them about some ideas and seeing that they don't get it right away used to be completely frustrating. Talking to my family about me wanting to be in the music industry and them telling me to get a real job. Yeah. You know, that was like completely frustrating. So everybody's not gonna get it, and it's okay. What I did for myself, and I just would kind of recommend it too, read books on the greats. They were all a little out there. When you think about, you know, flying machines, things that were going to fly in the air, long haul over oceans, that's a crazy idea, by the way. You think about being able to pick up a device and talk to somebody on the other end and they hear your voice. You know, like, these are crazy, they're part of our everyday lives right now or whatever, but they're wild ideas. What I would say, I'd rather be one of the greats than one of the doubters.
Yeah, and the other thing I would add to that is, I agree completely, is that you also have to internalize it to the point where you are absolutely not frustrated by that, because they will not get it. In fact, there's a great saying by Guy Kawasaki, who I heard speak, who used to be at Apple and everything. He started Garage.com, and he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, you know, don't get frustrated, something like this, because people don't jump at your ideas. If it's a really good idea, you'll have to shove it down their throats.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is
keep them to yourself,
no,
by the way,
and that is
too.
absolutely true. And I think a lot of people get frustrated, and particularly I think people who, you know, maybe are younger, haven't been through it, because they think, well, this must not be a good idea because nobody's leaping at it. Yep. People don't leap at good ideas. Yep. They stay away from them because it's risky, and sometimes they're threatened by it, you know, and so you have to believe it. In fact, when we had Steve Wozniak here a couple years ago, he said the same thing. He said, you know, I learned at a young age, you can't let people tell you if you're good or not.
Yep.
You know, if you believe it, you have to go for it.
I thought Uber was the dumbest idea I heard. I'm like, how are you going to buy all these black cars?
I know.
How are you going to afford to buy black cars, right? And, you know, but it was an idea, by the way, that many people came up with. You know how many people I meet that say, I had the same idea? Ideas are cheap. It's execution. And it's being willing to drive a Mack truck through a cul-de-sac to be able to get it done. And everybody's not built for it, and everybody won't do it. But what I would say is, those ideas, especially the type that you're talking about, are precious, precious seeds. They're very precious seeds that if you let the wrong energy get around them, and you let people plant that doubt in your head before it starts to sprout, it'll kill it before it even reaches the soil. So I would say just kind of really protect those ideas in the very beginning, and also kind of surround yourself with not with yes men or yes women, but people that are going to challenge you, but in a supportive way. You know what I'm saying? To help you grow those.